All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get started. So, I'm going to be going off of the AMA questions tab. In the future, we're also going to have this open for any other AMAs just so we can answer these questions and then allow people to raise their hands after we do about 10 of them. And if they have a follow up question or just something that wasn't covered, we can go ahead and answer that. So, let's not waste any more time. Go ahead and start with the list here. We've got, can you explain staking in detail? Now, this is from Ninjas Adre. So, the way staking is going to work is on the 25th, that's going to be kind of when we start really post airdrop. So, everyone knows that we're doing our airdrop on the 25th, which we'll get into the details of that shortly. But after that, we're going to be implementing this staking program. Now, there's going to be a D app where all of you guys will be able to connect your wallet and then basically lock up your NFT for a certain period of time. During this lockup, we're going to be doing a percentage of the trading volume is going to be paid out to you in Sol. So, depending on your risk, you will be rewarded in Sol weekly. Now, we'll discuss APY, percentages, and give you guys all of that juicy info once the D app is live, and you can all go over there and interact with it. So, this is going to keep a lot of NFTs off the floor and also allow our community to earn passive income. So, through that, the staking program is going to be a big hit, but we also need to have we need to start implementing a bit more incentive for you guys to just keep active in the Discord in general. So you're going to see a lot more of that over the coming days and week. A lot of this week was really planning. So let's go ahead and get to the next one. Can you articulate the future marketing plan in more detail? This is from the same person. So we've got some media outlets working on articles and other press for us. Now, those will be rolling out by this weekend. We had a minor setback because we wanted to make sure we could also include the donation in some of these press releases. So spreading awareness across the board is going to be key. Now, as far as the rest of our marketing plan, we want to keep the holder amount rising. So we're going to be using a lot more crypto influencers and make sure we're really nailing the correct demographic from here on out. I mean, that doesn't mean we're going to stop working with celebs. The celebrity attention is great. However, it doesn't have the buying pressure that these crypto influencers bring. So whether that means we're going to get featured in YouTube videos or just more tweets from crypto influencers, you're going to see it all. So that's about all I'm going to say for marketing plan. It's still pretty broad, but that's because we're really just exploring all of our options here. Next one on the list. Any influencers on the horizon that are big into NFTs, NFT fun? That's the same person. And yet, I basically just answered that. It's going to be a lot more crypto oriented. Will people with common Frenchies have the same chances to get rare pups? So, people that have common Frenchies will have the same chance to get rare pups, but those who have, say, like a Merle or another rare Fancy Frenchie will have some different advantage. So it's not going to be a better chance at a rare getting a rare pup. Instead, there would be a separate advantage. So that way, it's still a level playing field for the baby pups. What can you share that is confirmed in the roadmap? So, announcement on the roadmap. So over the next 2 days, there's going to be a revamp. It'll be updated on our site and the Discord. We've got some new stuff and some adjustments to time periods and just the future of the project in general. So we'll be sharing a lot more of our long-term focus plans and some of the stuff that we haven't revealed yet. When will breeding roll out? So the breeding rollout we announced on last AMA, which for some reason our recording messed up. This one is being fully recorded, so those that do miss it, or if you guys want to go back and listen to something, you'll be able to. So the breeding rollout has been postponed. We're gonna wait about a month or two before we start really hitting on it and getting you guys a lot more information, just because we want to focus all of our attention on Fancy Frenchies right now. We think it's a lot better to have a solid foundation and then have all of our holders go ahead and bring their NFTs over and claim their airdropped baby Frenchie. Now we've got any airdrop for people holding. So we've got our airdrop on the 25th. It's in 2 days. Those who have been holding 2 unlisted NFTs have been entered in the, well, and if you filled out our form, you've been entered in the giveaway where we are going to be airdropping NFTs. We want to do some more giveaways in the future. So tonight we're going to drop something. And we'd also like to have some high reward giveaways for those that are verified owners. We're going to have a verified owners section here pretty soon. And those that are verified will be able to participate in more of the high ticket options. So there's going to be a lot more incentive to get verified and make sure you're holding your Frenchie there. Okay. We'll do 2 more on here, and then we'll get to questions. Next on the list is, can someone hold it? That's a funny one. Are there any other plans besides raids to keep the community active and involved? Yes. So not only are we going to keep doing giveaways, but we want to have, with this verified section where you have to go and submit and prove that you own an NFT, we'd like to have that community be a lot more tight knit and move together. So when you ask if there's any plans besides raids, yes, we just don't want to have that where it's the entire community. We'd rather give it to our verified holders, and they'll be incentivized a lot better than, say, the entire community. And then we'll do one more. What's coming first, breeding or staking system? The staking system will be coming first, a lot quicker than the breeding, just because we needed to really reevaluate after launch and recognize that if we do drop the breeding system too early, it could kill the project. So it's best for the long term, and really just having this staking system coupled with the breeding is going to help both projects in the long term. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and transition to anyone that didn't get answered in that list or has a different question. Please raise your hand. We'll invite you up. It's a little weird just reading the questions off Discord and then answering them myself. So I'd much rather have you guys come up. So I'm going to invite one person up now, and then Emil's going to talk about one of the questions we've been having right after Dubs gets up here and asks his question.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? You guys can kick me. I don't have a question. It was already answered. Thank you, guys.
Oh, no worries, man. Move you back down. We've got Maestro Vinny.
I just wanted to say quickly, I'm going to close off the AMA room so that way it doesn't get flooded, and and then open it up next time for the next AMA.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Los. Yep. So we'll have that AMA chat reopen whenever we announce the next AMA date. Then you guys can go ahead and submit questions again. One more person, Trice 8008. Okay, nothing? All right. Emil, you can go ahead now.
Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me about the Pythia hats. What's going on with that? We've been talking real closely with the owner of the actual company Pythia. We're gonna do a super limited drop of the green hat. That's the Pythia hat. We've just been holding it off because we don't want to just give out the hats to anybody. We want to give them to actual holders. So we're gonna just hold on to that for a little bit. Maybe we'll drop in about a week or so, 2 weeks. I don't want to just give them to anybody, you know. So yeah, that's on that. We also have red in the Pythia hat. If you guys want that, just let me know in the chat, and I'll get that done.
Awesome. Yeah, we should get a poll up. Go ahead and have you guys vote for colors. Thank you, Emil. I'm gonna pull up Money Cash.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask about what's happening by the end of this week. I know things take a long time to take place and make sure everything goes correctly. But I just wanted to know in the sense of actual timeline, when is the next big thing that's gonna happen?
So the closest date would be the 25th. So on Saturday, in 2 days, we're going to be airdropping those who filled out the form and win the rare and common giveaway that we posted last week. And then that's also when we're going to be announcing a lot more on the staking, and people will actually have the chance to see the percentages, APYs, how much they'd earn with the risk to reward calculator, right? We're going to have a table for everyone to look at. So that's really going to be us transitioning to the next phase and actually taking action.
And sorry, I know you guys haven't announced it yet, but is the staking gonna be per Frenchie, or is it gonna be the same as before, where you guys gonna have it for holding down 2?
So initially it'll be just holding down 2, but within that week, we want to make sure we can open it up to multiple, right? So if someone wants to stake 4 or 5, that's all right.
Yeah,
Go
because I have
ahead.
10, So
Okay, yeah. So if you want to stake 10, for example, we'd want you to be able to do that. Now, we also don't want someone going on there, sweeping the floor and staking 100 of them, right? Just because he wants the passive income. So we're going to have a limit. It's not going to be too low or too high.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right. Next question. Goonler. Pull you up here.
How's it going, everyone? I just had a quick question for you guys. When it comes to the staking, how exactly is the value going to be calculated? Does it go based off the mint price or the last sale price, or what are you guys doing for that?
So you're not actually staking the value of your NFT. It would be whoever is staking. It would be based on amount rather than rarity or the actual value of the NFT, because that could be unfair if you minted, say, just 2, right?
So it's a straight price per Frenchie.
Yes, and we would have all the percentages available for everyone to see and calculate, make sure that everything checks out on that end.
Awesome. That was it. So I appreciate it. Thanks.
Awesome, no problem. Move you down to the audience here. We got Jamos.
Hello.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. My only question is that you guys stated about the staking and the marketing, which is good moves and it's going to help the project out and all that. But I just feel as though for the marketing example, you said you're going to revamp the roadmap. So other people that search out for NFTs to purchase are going to be able to read that and see that. But it was just such a broad way of explaining how the marketing is going to go. Can you go in more detail on how you're going to approach the marketing stance?
I mean, well, what do you want to know in terms of the marketing stance? Because I'm not going to get into specific, hey, we're going to this person, they're posting at this time. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get into that kind of specific. So I'm sorry, what is the question?
So it's just you guys are just going to try and get other influencers and then go from there. Is that what it is?
Well, we're going to be featured in more YouTube videos we'd like to get on there and actually talk to some of these content creators. I'm not going to give names, but we've been in talks. We'd also like to have a lot more Twitter influencer engagement, crypto influencers. Not going to just give names, but like I said, you're going to see this roll out, right? Us announcing all the marketing beforehand is fine, but it's all subject to change still, right? So I don't want to announce something and then not be able to follow through.
Okay.
Any other questions regarding marketing?
Not that I can think of the top of my head. Thanks.
No problem. All right. 8boy Israel. Pulling you up here. Oh, there you are. 8boy, you go ahead and unmute your mic. Okay, we're going to call up NFT Dog for now until he figures out his mic situation.
Hey guys.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing great, man. Go ahead, fire away.
Just wondering about the airdrop you guys have been talking about for the past week or so. And when do you have like a specific date rolling out for that?
Yeah, the 25th. So 2 days. It's going to be this Saturday. That's when everyone that entered, it's going to be thrown in the randomizer, and we'll go ahead and announce all the names and send the winnings.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's kind of all I was wondering. I don't know if that was already answered. I just pulled up this chat not too long ago.
Mhm.
But
No,
thank
no
you
worries,
for
man.
answering.
Oh, good. 8 boys, I'm going to move you down. Go ahead and raise your hand again if you figure out your mic. JT, pulling you up. Go ahead and unmute your mic. You're good to go, man.
Hello,
Hello?
can you?
Yep, we can hear you now.
There we go. Yeah, so a quick question about the staking. So when we lock up our Frenchies to stake, I mean, is it until further notice, or is it going to be a 6-month thing, a year thing, or can we pull them out whenever? How does that work?
So you're going to have multiple options. Basically, the way it would work is now this isn't exact, this isn't finalized. You're going to have your own. There's going to be a fully customizable chart on the actual D app. You'll be able to see the time frame. But let's say, for example, you lock up for 1 week, right? The percentage is going to be a lot less than if you did for 2 months. Okay, so you'll be able to withdraw them whenever, unless you choose one of the higher APY plans where it's 6 months, a year, like you're saying.
Okay. So if
that's
it's
how it
6
works.
months, for example, I mean, can we pull out our rewards whenever, or do we have to wait 6 months to pull out the rewards?
Yeah, so the rewards are separate. So the rewards would be sent to you. You wouldn't have to, I guess, have them just sitting there collecting. No.
Okay.
It would only be the NFT.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
No problem. We've got Brandon Williams next. Pull you up here. Hello?
Hello?
You're good to go, man.
Hello?
Hello? Okay, we're going to move you down
I'm
for
not too
now.
sure if you guys can hear me, but I can't hear anything.
All right, we're going to move you down for now. Whenever you figure it out, just raise your hand again. I'll call you back up. Sorry about that. We got LE6.
Hello? Can
Hello?
you hear me, guys?
Yep. You're good to go, man.
Okay, hey guys. Shout out from Poland.
Awesome.
I got a quick question. I just joined the chat, so I'm not really up to date with everything. But I was wondering about the puppies that are coming soon. My biggest question is regarding the breeding. Is it based on the rarity of the NFT that we currently hold that the puppies are going to have their rarity?
No, it wouldn't be based by that. So it's not coming soon. It's still a ways out. Now, you said you're new here, so I'll explain real quick just so we can get to other questions. But the reason it's not coming soon is we'd like to have Fancy Frenchies solidified first before we drop a new collection. It would obviously be linked to Fancy Frenchies, but it would still take a lot of the hype and a lot of the community around it away, right? So
It's going to be a totally separate NFT category?
it would be a separate collection, correct? However, you would be required to own a Fancy Frenchie in order to receive your pup.
Okay.
So they'll be linked in that aspect. There'll be more information on that. It's not going to be just by rarity, though. So you wouldn't have to worry about buying a super rare one just to get a good pup. You know what I mean? That won't
Okay,
be it.
yeah. That was one of our biggest concerns here. One more question regarding the current state of the floor, basically, and the NFTs that are standing out right now. Is there any further idea of how we're gonna organize the price? Is there like going to be a minimum, a maximum, or is it going to be the way it is right now?
Are you saying for the pups?
Yes.
So we'll get more into price once we get closer to the actual date or the actual launch, but it's not going to be anything that's going to kill you. You know what I mean? We're going to make sure it's fair for everyone.
Okay. You said it's not going to be anytime soon. Is it going to be still this year?
Yeah, it's still going to be this year. We just want to make sure Fancy Frenchies is a solid foundation and it's ready to expand.
Okay, awesome. My last question. Somebody told me that there is a buyout floor price from basically the owners of Fancy Frenchies. Is that correct, or is that just some talk?
Oh, what are you saying? Like a sweeping
Like
the
if you
floor?
no, if you minted an NFT for 2 Sol, can you sell it like basically to you guys back for 2?
Yeah, I'd buy it in a heartbeat because if you sell it for that low, then it's mine. I'll take it. Please DM me if you are.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
it was a question more from my friends here, which are working with me,
Okay.
and they were just curious because somebody read that you guys have a buyout, let's say transaction.
Yeah, we'll buy anything if it's listed that low. That's for sure.
Okay, awesome. Thank you guys for having me.
Yep, thank you.
Keep up the good.
Sorry, I cut you off there. Guys, let's try and keep it to 1-2 questions if they're quick. Just want to get to everyone. I know we did the pre-questions that everyone could write, but it still takes some time. Maniac, you're good to go, man.
What's up, guys? So a lot of people have been asking questions about staking. I know last week we were gonna ask some questions about burning. I'm not sure if you guys have thought about burning at all, or where you guys are like staying there.
Yes. Right now, last week we were still up in the air about it. Right now, it's a no to burning. In this current time, we're not going to be doing any burning.
Got it. Other than that, I guess another short question would be, like, have you targeted like any games to get like put into their like metaverse yet, like as an NFT collaboration?
Yes, so we've actually looked into this. NFT gaming is going to be huge. So we're going to be reaching out and seeing if there's anyone that is kind of like the best fit. Obviously, this is not a quick thing. So if we were to collab with anyone, it would be announced slowly, not trying to just overhype it, right? So when we do come out and say it, it'll be pretty casual until we have more confirmed information.
All right, sweet, bro. Thanks.
No problem. Yeah, A1 next.
Hello, you guys can hear me?
Yeah, man, you're good to go.
All right. So I guess my first question is, when you stake your Frenchies, what rewards are you receiving? Because I didn't hear anything on the reward side.
Yeah, so you'd be receiving rewards back in Solana.
Oh, you receive words in Solana. That sounds great.
Yes. So
Did you ever think about like with the breeding situation, having the actual pups get locked up, so that way you guys could have the project develop move up better?
so are you saying we would launch the pups earlier but have them locked?
Right. So
Okay.
that allow the holders to not, just get them and then sell them off as soon as they get them, and then because since it's a separate project altogether, so people will get the gratification of receiving their puppies early, but they won't be able to sell them till a certain time.
That's actually interesting. We haven't necessarily thought about that because we're really just focused on Fancy Frenchies, but
Right.
that could be an interesting way to do it. The only issue I would see is that it
Okay.
still does take attention off actual Fancy Frenchies, right? So now people would just be looking towards the pups, like, oh, it's going to be open in this amount of time, this amount of time. So it'd kind of be like a countdown. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I see what you're saying.
that's where a lot of the focus would go. But
Right. And
we're
we
definitely open
wouldn't
to
want that for the
discussing it.
project.
No,
Yeah, definitely.
not at the current state. We'd rather just keep trying to build the foundation.
Got it. And with the pups, you were saying so once you breed them, there's going to be an initial soul payment after the pup is bred. Then,
Sorry, could you repeat that one more time?
so when you breed your puppy, when you have your puppy, it sounded like you said that there'll be an initial price after the puppy is bred. So say you bred the puppy, then it'll cost you like a soul to put it in your wallet or whatever
We'll
it is,
yeah,
or
we'll
you
we'll
have to pay a
announce
fee.
all pricing. We would announce all the fees and pricing once it gets closer. Right now,
Okay.
we don't have much information we can give on that. No.
No, I didn't think you did, but I just wanted to be clear on that there is going to be some kind of fee after the breeding, after you have your pup.
There may be a fee. There may be a
There
fee.
may be a fee. Okay,
And
sounds
we'll
good,
discuss
man.
that.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you guys any longer, but thank you guys for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right, we got Vic vibes.
Boss, can you hear me pretty good?
Yep, you're good to go, Vic.
All right, perfect, man. Thank you guys so much. Just for the entire project, you guys have been doing great. This is, however, the first project that me and a bunch of friends of mine have gotten a part of. So as far as the staking and locking up the pups, if you guys don't mind, just a brief, rundown of how does that exactly benefit the project outside of obviously us getting a return? What does that do for the project exactly?
So it gives you guys a huge incentive to hold because you're going to be basically being paid to lock your NFT up. So you're basically being paid to not list it on any exchange, to not sell it, to not do anything with it. Right. So that's where it helps the project, because if there's no listings or if there's less listings, it gives people that are being directed to this project the scarcity, and the demand would rise, right? Because then they see there's only this amount of NFTs at this price. So then it just really helps with the scarcity and the project's exclusivity. Sorry.
Makes 100% sense. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Vic. All right. You got Dirty Degen.
Yo.
What's up? You're good to go.
Oh, bad. Thanks, guys. Thanks for taking my question. So I really just wanted to get some information on like what y'all's plan was like around. It's kind of the hype on Twitter, because I know from other projects that I've been involved in that's like a huge part of the game, where it's like, everyone sets their PFPs, do the stupid follow, the good morning, all this stupid shit that that really attracts just like the crowd, especially the people who have been in Solana for a hot minute. So I'm just wondering if you have any plans with that, as far as the official Twitter account goes or whatever.
So we're looking to be a lot more active on the official Twitter account. We needed to set some stuff up for this week. A lot of the planning is done. So now we've got basically 2 weeks of marketing planned. Now, all of it's subject to change still, but majority of it is Twitter focused. Twitter is great to be on. We'd like to be trending on there, right? So we've got some stuff that we're going to try out, see if any of these strategies work, and we just want to see where we can get the Fancy Frenchie's name and how far we can take it on Twitter itself. And a lot of these,
for sure. I was only going to say that because, dude, the project has excellent volume. Like there's a lot of traction on it just by itself, and just by like looking at this room, there's a lot of people in here. So like I feel like that's just like the last step needed for this thing to blow up past this mint price.
Yeah. I mean, making sure we can get new holders involved is what's kind of the missing piece of the puzzle right now. And we all see that, right? So making sure we can kill it on Twitter, YouTube, and start putting out more content, that's going to be the best thing we can do going forward. And now that it's all planned, we're ready to go.
For sure. Thank you, bro.
No problem. Thank you. We got the bird dog. Bring you up here.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
What's going on? Yep.
Yeah, I was just wondering, this is more speculation, but with the staking, I know a lot of projects that kind of dip their toes and stuff like that, explore things like liquidity pools as well, like collectible swapping and stuff like that. Is that something that y'all are considering for the future, or are y'all thinking more of keeping it just with the staking?
Yes, we are, but for the sake of time and making sure we can deliver, we're going to stick with the more simple variant that's set to launch very soon. Now, whether that stay as our only staking option or not, it's still obviously up for edits, discussion, etc. But for the coming weeks, I feel like it's going to be a very, very big plus to the project.
Oh yeah, it should be great. I just want to see if y'all had any other ideas on where to move forward after the staking. But yeah, cool.
No problem. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more of this, I guess, holding incentives. So anything we can do as far as liquidity and just furthering our staking program is going to be ideal.
And I did have one question about the staking, if I could, real quick.
Yep.
Will there be any, like, the royalty whenever you sell your Frenchie? Will there be any royalty that goes to y'all from staking, or is 100% of the like APY to us?
You say so if someone sells on like Solana art, for example?
Yeah, like how there's 8% that goes between y'all and Solana art whenever like we sell a dog. Is like if we stake a Frenchie, like, are y'all also getting a percentage out of the return, or is it the full return goes to the person staking it?
Oh, no. So we still will get a percentage, but it's going to be significantly lower in order to accompany all that are staking.
Okay, cool.
Yep. All right. Next question. We've got 8boy Israel again. He had mic issues earlier. Gonna bring him back up.
Hey, can you guys hear me this time?
Yep, you're good to go now.
All right, cool. I had a couple questions. First about the babies. So I heard you say that if it's delisted, you're able to mint a baby, but mine is listed.
Sorry. Let me just stop you right there, so there's not any confusion. That's not true. The babies aren't launching anytime soon. We're pushing back.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about the future.
Oh, well, I mean, it's all still subject to change for that. But go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm just wondering. Right now, I got mine on Solana pretty high, so I'm confident he's not going to sell. But if he's been listed, as long as I delist him before the babies come along, I can still mint a baby.
Yes, as long as it's within the time that we take the snapshot, or as long. Actually, no. Sorry. For you being able to go ahead and enter in that, you'll be connecting your wallet, so it won't even matter. As long as the NFT would be in your wallet, then yes, you're fine.
Okay, so as long as it's linked to my wallet and it's not sold yet.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then the babies, it was unclear to me, like, if those are going to be additional Solana we're going to have to pay, or if that's going to be a free airdrop with holding Frenchie, because that's what I thought it was.
That hasn't been announced yet. We haven't given any specifics on pricing, but those who have been holding and continue to hold will be rewarded. That's for sure.
I hope so, dude. Then for the staking, you have to have a minimum of 2 of the Frenchies.
Yes.
Okay, because I got 1, and I'd potentially be interested in that. I just have 1 right now, and honestly, probably stay that way. But we'll see.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, to the next question, we got G Hearn. Pull you up here.
Fellas, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. You're good to go.
Good. I'm glad. Appreciate you guys. Good afternoon. My first question is in regards to the staking. I just acquired my second Frenchie last night, and I was wondering, is it too late for me to be able to apply for the staking, I guess, the new mint of the airdrop that's supposed to be happening recently? I mean, in a couple of days?
So it's not too late for the staking. For the airdrop giveaway, it is. We closed that form a few days ago now. So unfortunately, it's too late for that. But the staking, as long as you have your 2 NFTs, you'll be able to connect to the D app when we do go live. So
all right,
you're all good with that.
That's perfect. And then if I could slide a second question in, my second question, actually, I forgot it. So that's good, fellas. I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry.
All good, man. Take care.
All right.
Thank you for the question. We got Polly Pocket. All right, we're gonna bring up Abraham.
Hello.
What's going on?
Yeah, good afternoon. I just really wanted to ask if so if we stake, how would we be able to breed? Like, that was my only really question.
If you stake, how you be able to breed?
Yeah. Like remember when you stake it'll be locked up.
Okay, so with our breeding program, they're going to be spaced out, so you're not going to be worried. You're not going to have to worry about an overlap. Now, we'll find a solution for those that have theirs locked up. We can easily see that through wallets or through the actual DApp itself. So I don't think that's going to propose an issue. If it did, we would announce it to everyone, and we'd have an alternative for those that wanted to still stake and breed, right?
Okay. Well, that was my only question. Thanks very much.
No problem. Thank you for the question. We've got Bren. Play up here.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Good to go, man.
Perfect. When will there be an updated website with statistics and more information?
So with our roadmap revamp, we're also going to be looking into adding more information, more tabs on the website. Now that we don't need it to just be bare bones, fast, and easy to use, we can add a lot more information and features to the website, like a link to the D app, for example, whenever that's live. Everyone can just click there and then go to the staking app.
Okay, that sounds good. That was my question. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you for the question. Got bro like.
Hey guys, I was just wondering, with the Wormhole 2.0 coming out with the ETH to a Solana bridge with listing NFTs, that's something you guys are looking into?
Yes, this is it's gonna open a lot of doors to people that are hesitant about Solana, or maybe they just haven't fully jumped into it yet. So having this kind of bridge I think it's gonna be huge for NFTs in general, right? If you detach it from Fancy Frenchies for a second, just look at the statue of that. So I think it's gonna be huge for us and all of the other projects out there.
Gotcha. Number two, what's the update with How Rare?
So how Rare is being handled. There was a miscommunication between the developers there and us, and they didn't enter some information we provided correctly. So unfortunately, there was a delay. I hope it's up tonight or tomorrow morning, and if it's not, we'll make sure it gets solved, because it's just ridiculous how long it's taken.
Gotcha. All right, appreciate it.
Yep. Problem. And I apologize to everyone about that delay. It's been far too long. All right, we're gonna pull up Elon now.
Hello?
How's
Hello.
it going?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You're good to go.
Yeah, awesome, man. So the project artwork is fire. I love how you guys have done the designs, and it's as a PFP perspective, it's very attractive artwork. And I think it's got huge potential to grow. I've been in the NFT space for quite a long time. My only question is, in your team, do you have any developers who uh, who can do design, and also like any social media marketers in your team?
Yes, we do. So that would be Green. He's our talent / social media marketer. And as far as developers, we have one of our main devs listed on our team list now.
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead and see on the Fancy Admin tab. Now,
Right. Okay.
I'm not sure what the question was, but we do have both.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what was the question?
and the follow-up question regarding that is, for example, right now the roadmap and the website looks quite exactly the same as the time that you guys launched. I was
Yes.
wondering if you guys have any plans to update it, or keep your Twitter being updated, because a lot of the new projects, when they launch, a lot of the people that are coming new to the project, they will check your Twitter, for example, and then your website and the roadmap on your Discord. If it's looking empty or less recently updated, it will kind of push them away and thinking that the project is dying. So I was wondering if you guys could continue updating and
Yeah. And I
those-
believe the guy before you asked that question, yes, we will be revamping the roadmap and the website. The roadmap is going to be new information, and we're also going to be taking some of the like the breeding program, for example, we're going to be pushing that back further on the roadmap and putting the staking program and some other stuff that's going to incentivize holding in between. So there's going to be some additions and revisions to the roadmap as well as the website.
Right, awesome, man. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect. It will just be better in this day and age to put more content out there rather than perfect content. So yeah, but
Oh, of
awesome
course.
job, man. Yeah. Thank you very much for all you've done. Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of it. We appreciate you in the question. Let's go to JB Hacks.
Can you hear me?
You're good to go.
So the question I have is, I know that we have a lot of volume. That's obviously evident on Solana. Is it possible to incentivize people buying more expensive Fancy Frenchies? For instance, maybe if they're a higher rank, whenever they get staked, there's more of a reward.
Yes. So with staking by like rarity or attributes, we don't want to do that just because it would be a nightmare with actually distributing, right?
Okay.
It's easier with amount and it's easier to keep track of. Now, as far as down the road, there's going to be stuff that's strictly for rarity. So if you hold a rarer Frenchie than the other person, you're going to have an opportunity to receive something. Not going to say exactly what, but we're going to be rewarding those that have rarity and, I guess, volume. So if you have a bunch of Frenchies, you'll be able to stake more, right? So we're really just trying to hit all angles of that. It's just going to be a little bit difficult with staking in general, right?
Right. Yeah, because I see that there's a lot of sales, but most of the sales are pretty much under 10, under 5. And obviously, if there's sales for more expensive Frenchies, that incentivizes people to buy them, but at the same time, the team gets more money back. The second question I have is, I know the roadmap is being updated. Have you guys looked into game theory, sort of like what Meta Heroes and I think the Gutter Cats have, where maybe instead of airdropping the puppies, you give away a mint pass, and then people have the option of either minting or buying the puppy or holding and staking the mint pass. You know, sort of that game theory.
I like that. Yeah. So it'd be cool to give them that sort of option, right? I feel like people would enjoy having that freedom where they could, I guess, choose the sort of route they want to take with either staking more or minting. So it'd be cool to implement that as well as other, I guess, optional staking options. But it's right now we're just focused on getting the staking rolled out and effective.
Okay.
In the future, I'd love to talk about that and have community discussion because that is something we're interested in.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we can do a few more questions and then AMG has an announcement to make. He's got some stuff he'd like to say, so we're going to get 3 more.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you guys' hard work since I was previously bothered about the floor because I had so much hope in the hope project and all. But I believe we have, every project have their pepper ants and the rest. So it's nothing to worry about, right?
Sorry, could you repeat that one more time? I couldn't hear.
I mean, some people in the project, some people are selling lower than expected. There was all these rumors go around in the group that we have whales manipulating. And some other people are also thinking probably is the team that is making them sell lower so we got enough to airdrop. I just want some
Well,
clarification
that's
on
not an
that.
issue anymore. That's not the airdrop wouldn't be an issue anymore as we're not doing that. We made an announcement about that last week. There's literally no benefit to us doing that. It honestly only hurts the project. So us doing that would be counterproductive. Whale manipulation, that's real. It sucks, but it's something you live with. So we're just finding ways to counter it rather than address it directly.
I get you. Then the last one is more like a suggestion. In the raids, Twitter raids, the people giving suggestion whereby some influencers that love pets, most especially dogs, like making a Frenchie of their dogs. and gifting it to them. Like let's assume Ariana Grande love pets and probably a dog, I don't know. Then making a Frenchie of that and gifting it to her. Then or some other influencers are into NFTs to help with the Twitter. Because I from part of what you said, Twitter for the next 2 weeks will go about boosting our Twitter handle and the rest. So I was thinking, would that be reasonable? What do you think about that?
Yeah, so we've got a couple people in mind, other celebrities, and our artist has already been on it. It's something. Sorry, I'm getting feedback on your mic, like I can hear myself talking. But I hope that answers your question.
You said?
Right. I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear myself talking and then respond. But we're gonna be reaching out to more celebrities. We've already had discussions and had our artist design. You guys all know Show. He's great at what he does. And we'll be looking to do that more in the future, as it's a great way to get these people involved. Berto, go ahead and come up here. Okay, we're gonna bring up the next person.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear us? You're getting a little bit of feedback.
Yes, yes. My bad. I'm driving through Puget right now. However, yeah, I just wanna talk to you guys. Like, you know, like huge fan. Like I minted one. I coped like 3 so far. Like, you know, just like different times when the market goes down, I fucking buy 1 or 2. Fuck it, you know. But I have a big question. So like, in terms of the staking, right? When you stake the Frenchie, do you guys are thinking about putting like a time period? Say like, if you stake for 3 weeks, you get this reward. If you stake for 3 months, you get this reward. If you know what I'm saying? Or it's just gonna be like, oh, you all stake together at this time, and then you all get your, like, you know, your Frenchie and your reward back at X time. Like, is there options for that, or is it gonna be like one just like same? You get what I'm saying?
So it's a little bit hard to hear you, but I think I got most of it. Yes, it will be based on time. So we'll have a chart where you can see 1 week, 2 week, 1 day on your APY and what you'd be earning. You'll be able to calculate that beforehand.
That sounds. When the breeding comes around, would that be like a different collection? Would that be like, you know, like poppy Frenchies or like whatever, or is that gonna be like attached to the same collection?
Sorry, man, you're breaking up really bad, but I heard the breeding part. So that would be a separate collection. Yes, it would be separate, but it would be linked to the Fancy Frenchies in the sense that you would need a Fancy Frenchie in order to participate. Does that answer?
All right, yeah, yeah, that answers pretty good. And last thing, I feel like we should have like a channel for just for like Frenchie holders. Like that's something like we're lacking right now.
I'm sorry, it's really hard to hear. Could you privately DM me and I'll try and answer the question? I'm sorry, man.
Right now.
I'm gonna move you down. Just please privately DM me and I'll try and get to that. It was really hard to hear. WR3, you're good to go, man. I can't hear your mic right now. Guys, please, mic's ready and preferably not in the car so we can all hear you. Los just came up here. Is there anything you want to say, Los, before I pull someone else up real quick?
I was gonna say I understood the guy's question.
Oh, okay.
He was asking about verified room for in the Discord for Frenchie holders.
Yes, so we'd like to have that up in the next 1 to 2 days, and we also want to have specific giveaways for the verified holders. So if you're a verified holder in the verified room, you're going to get incentives only for those people. It'd be exclusive. So lots of stuff to come with that. Being a verified holder in that verified room is like your VIP pass almost. All right. Let's get one more up here. And then I'm going to hand it over to AMG because I know he's got an announcement.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Right, thanks for your time. So just to try to keep the volume and like the community active and engaged, maybe like do like weekly giveaways of small prizes, like half sol or one sol of like, or a cheap NFT just for like certain trades of that week. Or so like the owner of that trade has to keep their Frenchie for like a week to claim their reward, you know, like this will like add volume of people wanting to sell or buy that winner trade of the week, you know. It will be like many people winning a small prize instead of like one person winning something big, you know, so make like a winner community instead of just one person.
Okay, so it'd be more spread out. I see what you're saying.
Because many people do this like reward, like buying the floor giveaway, you know.
Yeah.
Too. But it's like another idea like that would be like interesting, like rewarding a small prize for like a certain trade that week, and it changes every week, you know, just to keep the community active and the volume going.
I like that, yeah. And we can slowly start raising the floor on every collection, which is something we wanted to do anyways with more organizations. So having something like that would be great to get the community involved.
Exactly.
Like that. We'll be talking about that tonight. Let me write it down. Let's see.
And just the other, I'm like dreaming and maybe thinking like way long run in the future. Like very cool to buy like a bar and make it like a fancy Frenchie like logo bar. Like it's our own bar, and like we can only like the owners can get in for free, or the fancy Frenchie owners can get in for free, and we like share the profits of the bar. Maybe just like paid events, and we share the profits of the event that we make. I don't know, like something like that, you know.
That would be pretty sick. Yeah, having some real world application as well with that.
And like we allow dogs there too, you know. Dogs and stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate the suggestions, Incognito. Please shoot me a DM. Great idea. Let's see. AMG, are you good to go?
Yeah, if there's no more questions, I just want to say congratulations, everyone. It's officially our first week since launch, so it's our 1 week anniversary. A lot of paper hands out, flippers are out. A lot of new people came in, so welcome everybody. In case you missed it, we did a $25,000 donation to Pause for Hope. I believe it was yesterday with Steve Aoki on live. You guys could check that out on our Instagram. So we've already saved, I think it was 10 life-saving operations so far to dogs. So that's pretty big. We've got a lot of things in the works right now. So merch is on the way. We're doing a lot of interactive tasks. You guys have been killing it with the Twitter raids and things like that. So keep that up. We're gonna get more active on there, and keep sending us your suggestions because we're definitely listening. You guys have great suggestions and a lot of great resources. So we're definitely gonna, as a community, take this project to the next level. So I just want to say thanks to everybody, and it's only been a week.
Yeah, we got a lot of exciting stuff planned and more to come. If we didn't get to your question, please shoot us a DM. We'll be able to respond to a few of them. Emil specifically, he's going to be on here for about another 10-20 minutes before we go ahead and get on our team call and debrief. But thank you all for coming. We'll set the date for our next AMA shortly. And remember, everyone, Saturday, 25th, we're going to be doing that giveaway. Thank you, guys. We'll talk soon.